Howdy, howdy.
Hey everybody, Cindy and Gary here with Pathways Homestead. So we are headed into town. Gary's got a long weekend, so he came home to visit. We're getting stuff done. Those of y'all that have been praying for me, thank you. I'm doing much, much better. Having some tests run still. So please be in prayer for that for the next few weeks to get some answers and see what needs to be done from here. So far, switched my vitamin and mineral regime around a little bit, and that seems to be helping a lot. Hey, Isaac.
Hey, buddy. Hey, how are Mr. and Mrs. LaChance?
Congratulations, buddy.
If you guys don't know, and I don't know who else is on here.
Hi, Rebecca.
Isaac recently got married.
Yes. Isaac is now officially a newlywed.
Yes. A beautiful spot.
Did it have a beautiful wedding?
Oh, it was a beautiful wedding. The place was beautiful. Fall colors in the Ozarks, beautiful. And there was a barn there that it was board and batten, but the battens were rough edge plank or natural edge planks.
Cool. Thank you, Barb,
Flat
for your
edge.
prayers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I am feeling much, much better. So yeah, much, much better. So yeah, beautiful weddings. He went to Isaac's wedding. I went to our other nephew's. We had another nephew getting married that same day. So I went to Kyle. Gary went to Isaac's wedding. I went to Kyle's wedding, and lots of good time with family. Beautiful wedding, and yeah. So yeah, so that's what we did last weekend. He stayed in Missouri, and I went to Oklahoma, and had a great time. Just was wore out, so I didn't do my normal live on Sunday.
We're gonna chicken process tomorrow.
Yep, chicken class tomorrow.
If anybody wants to come, we're chicken processing.
Thank you, Barb. Barb says she hopes we get some answers. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, just a few more tests. Well, I can't say just a few more tests. The next step is a few more tests Tuesday. So I'll have a few more tests Tuesday, and they'll go from there. I'm going to have to see one specialist, maybe two. So I'm probably going to have to see a cardiologist and an endocrinologist, and see if we can find out about the heart issues and the autoimmune issues, and they seem to be tied. So I may skip the cardiologist and start with the endocrinologist and go to the cardiologist as last resort. We'll see.
Right now, we're probably gonna go see a tacoologist.
Taco. Mexican foodologist. But yeah. So
There are plenty of tacoologists.
tacoologist, yeah.
Thanks everybody for praying for Cindy. I'm glad you guys have been praying as we have been too.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
So bonus, one of the perks of not having health insurance is you can just go to who you need to. You don't have to jump through the insurance hoops. So, and you can just have the tests you need to have instead of running through the insurance hoops. You can just do the next thing that the doctor thinks is best instead of having to do what the insurance is best. So it actually will save us money in the long run. Believe it or not. I know that sounds crazy, but that's true. It's sad, but true.
And it's so hard to get insurance that actually covers much
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. So not only you pay for something that they're not gonna cover your bills anyway, or they're only gonna pay just a little bit of it, and then they make you spend more money by doing all these other things first before you do what really is going to help you. Yes, food being your medicine. Yes. Yeah, that definitely, probably. So mine is probably a just a genetic thing, and food will help getting off of the processed foods. I got tea, which I'm not supposed to have, with the possibility of me having POTS. I'm not supposed to have that. POTS is an endocrine. It's a vascular and endocrine disease. But yeah. Anyway, it's just pain. But anyway, so there's a lot. So we'll see. We'll see where they end up with, and see what they say. So blood pressure is up and stable right now. My blood volume seems to be stable and up. I'm up and stable. Well, seem to be stable. I don't know. We'll see. So, but yeah, able to do a whole lot more than I was the last week. I was very, very, very couple of make doctor's appointments and then go back for tests. And so, so far there's just been one suspicious test for me, and so I've been to the gynecologist. There's just been one suspicious come back, and so they're going to do a different test to just kind of check and see, and see where that's at. So yeah, that's where that's at. And then also I think my next is endocrinologist after I get done here, and which may have to go between. But if I have to have a hysterectomy, I will have to go to a cardiologist first. I'll have to be cleared from the cardiologist. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. Sucks to get old. Just saying. Age is not always fun, but so that's where we're at on that. Going through Opie. Hopefully it's not buffering too bad. But I know one thing. I was getting tired of holding the selfie stick. I'm gonna let you see Gary for a little while.
Hello, everybody. Hey, we've been kind of changing things on our homestead. Definitely going from less of a production farm and more of a
homestead.
Yeah, more of a homestead, more of a subsistence level homestead. Our cow's fixing to dry up. She's kind of drying up, and we have sold several extra pigs and all our heifers, and we've just got a couple of steers and a cow, and I can't read what somebody just.
All right. Yeah, Brother Donnie come in. Yeah. God is able to heal. Yes, thanks, Barb. He is. All right. Says we're still live.
Yeah, so we've been kind of changing things on the homestead, and we're gonna kind of thin the chicken herd out, and we've gotten rid of some extra pigs, and we're down and we got rid of the sheep because they were just fighting the fence, and it was a lot of trouble. And it was a lot of trouble for Cindy to deal with me home. This thing is kind of floating. Funny here.
Yeah. I really notice it on the curves.
But anyhow, and so I have been working in Missouri, and I am working for my brother's custom carpentry outfit, and that's been a big shift in our life. It's good work. I like it. I've definitely been feeding my artistic side here lately. We've been doing some post and beam stuff, and last week we put a beam in a sunroom that was kind of a closed-in, all four-season sunroom or whatever. We built it, and we put a rough sawn pine beam, some big pine that came off down near Licking, Missouri, and we bought some beams off that beam to get ready to cut it and hang it. And there was I saw something inside of it, thought, man, I bet that ruined the saw blade, but I didn't see anything.
We're back on.
There was a lead bullet in the beam, and it had been there a long time. And we showed it to the homeowner, and she's like, yes, I want that to show. Put it where it's on this side. And so we did all that, and we got it showing. And we hung that beam in there. It took us a while to hang the beam. It's a 6x12 beam, and it was 9, almost 10 feet long. And it took us a while to get up there. It's heavy. And so we used some pulleys and come along and hoisted it up into the rafters, and I had to notch it for all the joists, or all the trusses, and we hung it up there. And it's really neat. We've been eating lunch in there, and you can sit there and see that bullet right there from the main setting area, and that's really cool. We thought that was a neat part of the beam.
Are you sleepy? Getting a little yawny?
Yep.
He got home late last night. Oh, Marcia's in, and she said that they're getting ready to remodel their house, or want to remodel their house. Here comes the Seamers.
Yep.
I don't know if they're working at Tom.
It
It wasn't. Oh, I'm shocked. There's not many of those around.
Unless Johnny took the labels off, or the signs off the window.
Well, he may have been the 2-ton that they have now with the tool bed on the back of it, and they pull the equipment with. They went, when you were in the bank, they turned in off the highway into Madison. So, I don't know if they're working at Tom and Jerry's. I don't know who else is working there. There's lots of contractors coming in. Spellman's doing the plumbing. And, yeah, so I don't know. Anyway. Yes, we have friends named Tom and Jerry. Tom is the guy, Jerry's the lady. And they get a big kick out of it. And so, yeah, they have fun with that. They're also my bosses. And they're a great family to work for. So.
Some of that family is on here sometimes.
Yep, sometime.
Crystal and
No,
Crystal.
that is a different Rockridge.
I know, but hasn't Crystal small block?
Maybe she did. Maybe she did, and I don't remember. Okay. I don't remember. I know she sometimes, like if I post it on Facebook, she'll watch it.
I know Jacob was told us he watches it.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. They have a joint account, so yeah. But yeah, so sometimes I don't know which one of them it is, and I have to, unless they put enough of their personality in it.
It's still something like that.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is their family. You're right. But anyway, it's beautiful fall here. We have just enough oak trees in some of the valleys to get a look at some fall colors. But most everything cut loose of their leaves, so it's kind of sparse. Sparse. We were in such heavy drought, still in drought. We did get some rain last night, and we got rain last Monday. So, yeah, that has helped a lot with the dryness. It hasn't helped much with forage for the cows and stuff. We've had to start haying, and so that's like a month early that we've had to start haying. So, we made a good decision on taking the heifers off, because downsizing our cattle herd, because that's less to have to feed, less money gonna go out, and less for me to have to take care of, which is good. So the pigs, going down on the pig herd has been good, and the sheep herd, and less feed going out there, and both those directions. So sometimes that's how you have to do it homesteading. You just have to make decisions on the spur sometimes, on the spur of the moment sometimes. Those beans didn't get harvested. bad. So some of the farmers' beans did not produce up in this area, and it's
None of them produced well.
no. But we had such a severe drought and such hot conditions that it's not really a surprise. But the bad thing is the insurance companies drug their feet so that the farmers couldn't even bale it as hay. So that kind of was it. Some of the farmers went ahead and just said, we're going to bale it, and that was just a few of them though, just one or two that I saw that they baled for hay, and they baled it earlier. But yeah, so coming into Emporia, I'm gonna do some shopping. I might get some medicine for Freedom.
Where do we need to go first, Darla?
Doesn't matter to me. I can go to Bluestem first. But yeah, so it's time to dry her up. The earliest she could calve is like Christmas time, and the latest she could calve is early March, right? I think that's right.
I think so.
So she's definitely popping. I think she's going to calve in January is my best guess, because her what would be her right side is where the calf is, and that's really starting to protrude a bit. I'm not noticing colostrum in the milk, so I'm not concerned there, but I do need to get her dried up. So I think we are going to pick up some tomorrow. It's a product that helps dry them up and keep them from having mastitis. And since
Today we're going to pick up some tomorrow and use it in conjunction with today.
yes. So anyway, that's just kind of a good, which we keep today on hand.
Yep.
Because mastitis has been an issue for her, and we feel like we need to take as good a care. It's our responsibility to take as good a care of her as we can, and so that's why we use medicines at times. So yeah, we just do what we can do when we need to do it. And luckily, we've been just one round of mastitis that we had to have medication. So, like, go to the vet and get medicine, which we have great vets. Our veterinary service is amazing. Like, with Saddle, I couldn't have asked for better with Saddle, you know.
If you're anywhere in our neck of the woods,
Yeah.
which I know we have some people on here that are,
Flying 3.
Flying 3 at Eureka.
I will forever tout them. K-State did a good job with Freedom when Freedom was bad, and the veterinary hospital in Emporia did good.
We just couldn't get her into Flying 3
No,
then.
they were busy and short-staffed, and that's okay. That's okay. We are no hard feelings there at all. But you know, we had issues with chickens several years ago, where they had gotten a micro organism and bacterial organism that was really causing them some issues, and they were able to help me get everything through to get all that done. You know, they did the cheap route first, and when the second cheap route didn't do, she says, okay, we're sending some birds off. And so we took a new bird that we'd gotten. What had happened was we'd made a mistake. I had made a mistake. I did not isolate new birds long enough, and they had several viral things going on. They had two or three viral, and they had 2 bacterial, and one of the bacterials was bad. And so yeah, it was my fault, totally my fault for not keeping them in isolation long enough. And so it just about wiped out our chicken herd and kind of rebuilt a little bit. I guess it's going on 3 years now, isn't it?
It was during the pandemic.
It was during the
when
pandemic,
that
so
started.
2 years. So yeah, but then with Saddle, they did a great job with him, and it was reasonable, and he's doing amazing.
I've worked for ranchers that use them, that really like them. And I like that they'll talk to you. Guys, I don't think people realize how much you can just talk to a vet on the phone and get things figured out. And most of them are glad to just talk to you on the phone and sell you some medicine because most of them are so busy.
At least that's the way it is here.
Yeah, and but I know of a few other places that's kind of how it is too. And you know, a lot of times if you'll call a vet and you can ask the right questions,
And you're going to
can
need
get a long ways.
You're going to need the right. Where are we going?
Feed mill.
Female. Okay. Anyway.
I just thought of that a few minutes
Okay.
ago. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's all right. But anyway, what I was going to say, if you're talking to the vet, you need to have closely observed your animal. You need to know if they're eating or drinking, and sometimes it's best if you can go and look at the animal yourself while you're talking to them. And anyway, but with Freedom, when she had mastitis, I just called them and said, hey, talked to the lady that was at the desk, and she said, that answers the phone. I said, hey, my cow has mastitis symptoms. So told her the symptoms, and she said, okay. And then they called me back and said, just come pick up the medicine. We have it all ready for you. But there is a bonus in that is, you know, one of the younger vets, he knows me personally. His mom and I are friends, and he knows he drives by my cow, and he knows I handle my cow and know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Do you need my checkbook or?
I know. I got cash in my pocket. Do you want some alfalfa pellets to feed with your oats to the cattle?
Yes.
Okay. What else would you need from here?
Unless there's something for you want to change up the pig feed.
That's kind of what I'm going to look at and see what
Okay.
I got.
So anyway, that's what we're doing. Gary's going to go talk about changing up, see what they have available to change up to pig feed. But yeah, they're super good, and I realize that's regional. I know that in some places the vets aren't going to do that for you, especially more populated areas. But in rural ag communities, it's very, very customary, especially if they know you, even if it's just by reputation. So yeah, but that's how that goes for us anyway. So we really like that about Flying 3. They're very good to work with, but you kind of got to know a little bit about your animal, and it's reasonable even if they make a home visit. I think a home visit started out at $125, which we have only had to have one. They did a necropsy on a hog that we lost a couple of years ago, and did a mortem to see what, if they could figure anything out. And their best guess is she'd had a twisted gut, which happens. And anyway, so I don't know what else, guys. We've been going here 25 minutes. I thank you guys for coming in today. I appreciate your prayers so much. They mean a lot to me, and I promise you they've been felt since I put out the please pray for me. I did get to where I was feeling worse, but I have since Sunday been feeling better. Sunday was a really bad morning, but later in the day I started to feel better, and just have progressively gotten better through the past few days. But that seems to be a pattern with me. I will have 3 or 4 weeks where I'll do really bad, and then I'll have a little bit of time where I do really good. So and I'm sure diet has a huge, which I'm learning about posture and circulation. Like, don't sit with your legs crossed, which I'm terrible about doing. I'm double jointed in most of my joints, so standing I lock my knees back, hyperextend my knees back, and that is bad. And I stand abnormally. I didn't realize that, but having somebody that noticed that and said, hey, if you do have this condition, which is looking like you probably do, you need to work on your posture, work on how you're standing, especially when you're at work, when you're on that concrete up for several hours. You need to make sure that your knees aren't locked in the back position, hyperextended backwards. Make sure that you're standing as upright as you can, and try to keep where that blood flow is going. Moving slower, like turning slower, is one thing. Not drastic up and down with my head. Lots of weird things to do. Kind of crazy, but I'm learning, growing, and getting some strength back. That's good. Well, guys, I'm gonna get going because he's gone in and I don't have any I don't know what to say, and I feel like I'm just jabbering, talking to myself. So thank you guys so much for coming in, and thank you for your prayers. I really appreciate them so much, and I appreciate you guys. So thank you guys for coming today. I would love you so much, and I pray you have a blessed day. Remember, God made you special, and He loves you very much.